Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've been spending literally any time online lately, you know that the line between what's real and what's artificially generated is getting incredibly thin, almost non-existent, right? So today, we're jumping right in and relying on some brilliant insights from digital literacy experts to build a concrete defense. Expert strategies you can actually use to navigate the murky waters of AI deception.
So let's just dive right into this by asking a super fundamental question about digital identity. In an age where anyone's likeness, their voice, their image can be perfectly replicated by a computer, who actually owns your digital face? Is it you? Or, is it the platform where the image was posted? It seems like a totally simple question with an obvious answer, but the reality is actually so much more complicated.
To make sense of all this, we're going to trace the ripple effect across 4 key areas today. Number 1, Taylor Swift versus AI. 2, the Wild West of rights. 3, the group chat dilemma. And 4, spotting AI with a concrete checklist. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Taylor Swift versus AI, and how she's protecting her brand from artificial intelligence. What is truly interesting here is the exact level of specificity we're seeing. Swift recently filed 3 very distinct federal trademarks. They cover the exact phrases, "Hey, it's Taylor Swift," and "Hey, it's Taylor," as well as a specific visual of her holding a pink guitar on stage, which, if you're a fan, you instantly recognize from her tours. Now, she's filed hundreds of trademarks over her career, but these 3, they are clearly aimed directly at artificial intelligence. To be clear, filing a trademark doesn't magically stop a computer from technologically generating a deepfake of her voice or image. Instead, what she's doing is preemptively laying down the legal groundwork. She's basically setting up tripwires to protect her brand and livelihood for when, not if, but when, unauthorized AI tries to mimic her.
Which brings us to Section 2, the Wild West of rights, and exactly why technology is outpacing the law. Why do celebrities even need to file trademarks for their own faces in the first place?
Well, the crucial point here is understanding personality rights, which are sometimes called the rights of publicity. This is basically the right of an individual to control the commercial use of their identity, their name, their image, their likeness. Now, you would honestly think this is a universal ironclad guarantee, but right now, it is a massive gray area. The interpretation of personality rights varies wildly across different U.S. states, and even more so across the globe. So we're essentially dealing with a completely fractured legal framework.
And this isn't just some theoretical threat about pop music or concert tickets, right? We recently saw the very real implications of this lack of protection during the 2024 election. An AI-generated image of Taylor Swift, which falsely pointed to an endorsement of Donald Trump, was widely shared by him without her consent. This is a prime example of how someone's image can be weaponized in high-stakes environments without their permission. It shows that the dangers of AI extend far beyond just the entertainment industry and right into our civic lives. And it highlights exactly why having a reliable checklist for spotting fake celebrity endorsements is becoming absolutely essential in these digital spaces.
This whole situation brilliantly illustrates a quote from Julia Feerrar, the head of digital literacy initiatives at Virginia Tech. She points out that technology is moving faster than the judicial system can, creating a definite Wild West quality to all of this. Because the technology is iterating so rapidly, the courts just literally cannot keep up. It's leaving people scrambling to use older legal tools, like federal trademarks, just to protect their basic fundamental identity.
Okay, moving to Section 3, the group chat dilemma and the hidden risks of casual AI use. Now, you might be thinking, hey, I'm not a global pop star, so why does this matter to me? Well, here is exactly how it impacts you. Consider your intended use, okay? Maybe you're generating a wholesome, funny AI image of a celebrity to drop in a private group chat. It feels entirely harmless. You're just finding little pockets of joy and sharing a laugh with friends. But compare that to the unintended reality. Using these tools is never truly a neutral act, because once that image leaves your group chat, and let's be real, things online always tend to spin out of our control, it can easily lose its context. It moves way beyond its original intended audience, and suddenly it's fueling widespread misinformation. Plus, and a lot of people don't realize this, there are massive energy expenditures required to run these AI generation tools. So our personal, seemingly trivial choices actually have a very tangible real-world footprint. It's a huge ethical risk we don't often think about. So, to combat this loss of control, we need a survival guide. Section 4, Spotting AI, a checklist to empower your digital literacy. Let's look at exactly how to verify AI-generated content.
Whenever you see shocking celebrity news, some crazy image, or a major announcement, follow these expert strategies.
Step 1. Pause and check your big emotions. Ask yourself, why is this sparking such a huge reaction in me? AI is very often designed specifically to trigger outrage or extreme excitement. Recognize that feeling and just take a step back. Step 2. Verify directly on official social accounts. If a massive star is making a political endorsement or dropping a surprise album, they're going to post it on their official verified Instagram or primary feed. Go straight to the source. Step 3. Open a new browser and cross-reference. This is a technique called lateral reading. When you see a piece of media that sparks a big reaction, it is so tempting to just stare at it, zoom in, and try to squint to see if it looks fake. Actually, scratch that. Don't do that at all. It's much faster and far more productive to actively open a new browser tab, compare information across multiple trusted websites, and track if authoritative news sources are actually reporting on it.
Now, if this checklist sounds incredibly familiar, that's because it totally is. You should treat online verification of AI-generated content exactly like you would treat identifying a modern digital scam. The tells are often remarkably similar to a sketchy text message or an email phishing scam. It relies on urgency, surprise, and looking just slightly too good or too bad to be true. You already use these exact mental muscles to avoid getting scammed in your inbox every day. You just need to apply that exact same skepticism to the media you consume in your social feeds.
Ultimately, by applying these verification steps, by actively practicing lateral reading, and treating AI media with a healthy dose of skepticism, we can take back some control in this Wild West. But true digital literacy also requires self-reflection about our own digital footprints. So before you generate, share, or react to that next piece of synthetic content, you really have to ask yourself, what actually happens when your harmless AI image leaves the group chat?